Teach your monster to read!
My name's Matt Rogers, the Year 3 teacher at the moment and ICT subject leader.
Teaching monsters how to read.
Teach your monster to read.
Yeah.
Teach Your Monster to Read is a really engaging tool where you teach a monster to read. It differs in the fact that it is actually a game, playing little activities online and builds them all together into like a journey. So the children start somewhere knowing that they're going to get to an end point. I mean, phonics, as kind of probably everybody knows, is kind of the massive steps into reading that young children kind of work their way through. And it's given them a different avenue to learn their phonic sounds. So yes, we can teach it as a whole class session. Yes, we can teach it in small groups. This kind of just gives them a different element, gives them another opportunity to hear sounds, to remember sounds, to use their sound knowledge, to start blending and segmenting those words together. This builds up a whole environment and kind of scenario for the children to kind of get themselves engaged with, makes it a lot more personal to them as well, because it's their story, their adventure with the monster. It's really bright and a really engaging interface, isn't it? I mean, it's also the fact that it's a monster is quite exciting and quite engaging to children, but they get to design that monster. So our children, to start with, actually spent quite a little bit of time making their monster look like how they want to be, knowing that they're taking that through with them on that journey, on that whole adventure. That monster stays with them, so it's got to be kind of personal to them.
My monster wear purple trousers and my face is ugly and my eyes are scary and my whole face is purple.
They don't think they're learning, but they are at the same time. It's that kind of taking it away from them, gives them a bit of an ownership.
My monster's name Jack, and he doesn't like blue stuff, but he likes strawberry cake.
My monster walk around like this, and my monster walks around like they were funny because there are monsters and they're ugly.
You're not in one place for a very long time, so you don't kind of get stuck looking at the same graphics over and over again.
Funny. My favourite bit of the game, getting a part of my ship back. When all your sounds, you get a bit of your spaceship, and you go into the animal and it flies off to the next level.
If they listen to the sound, they match it visually to the actual grapheme itself. And then it's asking them to kind of blend sounds together, break sounds up, identify words within a sentence. So a teacher might lead a small group of children on the whiteboard, taking it in turns to come and have a go at one of the activities. It might also be using an independent, although with a TA close by, in those phonics sessions. So maybe sort of 5 or 6 children in a group would be on a laptop or on a desktop computer playing the game for themselves. It seems to adapt itself very well to lots of different learning styles, obviously particularly to kinesthetic learners, because it's really, and visual learners, because it's really full on and they really kind of engage with it really well. But it also helps support those children who aren't very vocal, because they don't necessarily need to be. It supports those shy children who wouldn't necessarily contribute during a different game or during a carpet session, again, because they don't need to be, because it's just kind of self-sufficient in that respect. And if they do make a mistake or they do get it wrong, it kind of lets them know in a nice way. You can see their progression through phonics has been heightened, and it's a little bit quicker because they've had an extra tool to work with. So they've had the input from the teacher, they've had the normal kind of phonics input they would get each day, and then they've had this additional opportunity to work with an extra piece of software that gives them an independent chance to kind of build on their own learning.
Teach your monster to read!